So I'm in the car park, just over there. Now usually this car park's quite a few cars on a Saturday. Not today. So I am going up the Rivals. And I'd love to show you them. However, they're not visible because it's really misty. So I'm gonna say, usually if somewhere was so misty I wouldn't even be attempting to do a walk up it. However, I do know this walk really well because I've just done it so many times, and I do know the pathway up and down every ridge pretty well. So what I'm going to do is just get out there, see how far I get. If it's really horrendous, I will just turn back because there's no fun. If you can't see where you're going, you might as well just walk around a room with a sheet over your head, mightn't you? if it's so misty. But I just wanted to get out the caravan for a bit because we've had non-stop rain all night and it is forecast all day as well. And I thought, I haven't come away to just sit in my caravan. So yeah, give it a go, see how far I get, and I'll keep you posted of the mist. I'm not gonna quit. Not yet anyway. Oh, it's quite refreshing actually, walking in this rain. Molly's enjoying it. Things we do. Living in the moment. Definitely coming a bit worse. Just down there, you can just about make out the road, I think, through the mist, is the Welsh Learning Centre. Yeah, so if you park your car where I park mine in the car park and walk down to the language centre, it's actually quite an interesting little place because it was all to do with the mining back in the day, and I've actually got photographs of me and my family when I was a kid. I was about 10 I think, and it used to be known as the deserted village. So all the houses and stuff were derelict down there, which now they're all part of the Welsh Learning Centre. But it's quite a good little place to go and explore and see what it's been like over the years. There's a lovely cafe down there as well. And I used to, sorry, I'm getting a little bit out of breath already. When I used to bring the girls here, I used to park in the top car park, even though you can drive down. And I used to say to the girls, God, we'll go do this walk. There's a lovely ice cream place at the bottom. So they'd get their ice cream and then it'd be a case of, right, now we've got to walk back up to the car. And honestly, it used to take forever with them. They got wise to it in the end because they just said, I don't want to go that place because I don't want an ice cream, because they knew I was going to make them do the walk back up, because geez, it's a slog. But yeah, it's a good place to go, and then you get right onto the beach as well there as well. So you can spend definitely a good few hours down there. Well, I've passed one person and I'm still going. I was just going to show you there's a summit here, and by the time I got the camera out, mist had come, so you now can't see it, but you might just very vaguely there is the summit of, now that's the first peak. So when you're sort of coming along
say like from Carnarvon up to Pwllheli or Neffin, you will see, oh there we go, it's clearing a little bit, you can just see it there. So the rivals that I'm on now are the 3 main peaks that you can see along the Llyn Peninsula. So yeah, that's the first one. I'm heading up, let me just turn you around. I'm now heading up this way. So there's another peak up here, and this is where there's a trig point. So I'm gonna go for it, because what I'm finding is the bits that I'm actually walking on, as you can see, it's a proper pathway. The mist is clear, it's just obviously in the distance, it keeps sort of like, you can see now, you can just about make it out now, it's just coming in waves. So as long as I stick to the path, it is just a circular route up and back down again. So the rain's not giving up, but it's really invigorating. It's one of them things, because in your mind you're kind of saying you shouldn't be doing it because it's bad weather and you should be at home indoors. So it is nice to know you're doing something a little bit different. It's like going, I'd put it on par with when you go for like a wild swim and you know it's going to be really cold and your mind's kind of saying you should be in a nice warm swimming bath, not in a lake. And then you get out and you feel really good afterwards. So I'm hoping I'm going to feel really good after this walk. Oh, fingers crossed. If I actually make it up this hill. Jeez, it's a bit windy. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. You alright, Mal? You okay? Oh, so I stopped here for a bit to catch my breath, because I know I've now got, if you can see it, no, I can't see because of the mist, I've now got the worst bit to get up, because there is a scramble that way, which is where I'm heading. Oh dear, I tell you what, it takes it out of you even more when it's like this. Catches your breath. Oh, but you know when you get up in the morning and you're on a bit of a can't be bothered to do anything, and I think it's telling on me now a bit as well, because I'm thinking, oh, what are you doing? I know when I'm back at the car, I'll be so glad to see the car, so glad I've done it. But I think all you people who do your walks and your hikes and stuff, you'll know where I'm coming from. You just have them days. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on with it, get to the summit, get my trig point bagged, have a sandwich, and I know up there, God, I'm absolutely soaking, I know up there is somewhere to get a little bit of a shelter and have a 10-minute break before my descent. I'm not going to make it to the one where the Iron Age settlement is. I don't think I'll get up that one, because that pathway is a little bit rough. Anyway, camera's getting wet, onwards and upwards. This is the last little bit now. As you can see, it is a bit of a scramble, but you can make out there is kind of a pathway, and it does weave its way up to the top there. Believe it or not, this is part of the coastal path. So anyone who thinks to do the coastal path will just be a nice little walk along a seafront looking at the beaches, be prepared that the Welsh coastal path is like this in quite a few places. So as you see, look, it is a proper pathway though. It's not that you're scrambling up an unmarked hillside. In fact, they've been and put down a lot more stones since last time I done it, which was back end of last year, because it actually, Molly, wasn't this clear. You did have to sort of stop and look which way you were meant to be heading. Go on now. I'm just hoping Molly doesn't do her usual. She's taken to collecting stones for some reason. Not sticks, stones. So anyway, see you at the top. So, I keep saying so, don't I? Last little bit, so that's another so. You can tell what my profession is, can't you? So, yeah, there is a little pathway now, and you can just about make it out in the slate that they put on. So weave round here, and then it's up, and guess what? Trig point! Molly knows where she's going, don't you, Moo? Are we going? Right, let's get off, because yeah, look at visibility, it's absolutely pants. I've just passed two people coming down, no waterproofs on, bless them. Well, I said, oh, I've got waterproofs on, waterproofs, but it's the case I do have a waterproof jacket on a waterproof jacket, but my trousers, sorry, excuse my hand, these are meant to be waterproof trousers. They're not waterproof trousers because my legs are drenched. So what I'm actually going to do when I get to the trig, I know there's a sheltered bit, I'm actually going to take these trousers off and put my proper waterproofs on, which are in my bag. So I just hope nobody comes up, because yeah, I will be streaking at the top of the mountain. Nothing new there really. Anyway, once again, see you at the top. It's windy. Sorry about the noise. But look, oh, sorry about my hand. There it is. Yay! Oh. Right, I might have to put my hand over the mic, try and buffer out the wind. I'm going for it. Oh dear, I've come around a little bit out of the wind just to try and stop you all being deafened, but I wanted you to share this last bit with me. A nice little sheltered bit. Just had dinner and I've changed my very wet trousers. And you know what? I feel great. When I was walking up, I was having them doubts where, you know, and you just like, oh, I just don't know if I can be bothered doing this. Why am I doing it? And now my mood has just gone the completely other way. So it just proves that when they say about getting outdoors and in the fresh air, which this certainly is, how it improves your mental health, it really does. I mean, I'm lucky in that I don't struggle with my mental health, but I have very close family members who do, and it's heartbreaking to see people struggling and going through things. And when you don't struggle with it yourself, it can be quite hard to understand at times. But I definitely would say that this is the best medicine ever, because if I don't struggle and I can see how it can just change me just being a bit of a mardy arse really, which I was this morning, and now I feel absolutely brilliant. It's just as well there's no one here, because I would just be chewing their ear off because I just get verbal diarrhea when I'm like this. So yeah, all I will say is just anyone out there, just if you're struggling, reach out to other people, definitely. And even if it's just a walk round your local park or up your road even, just get out there. I know it's hard to get out that door and just, you know, get nicks in, but you've just got to try and do your best. A little bit each day, that's it. I hope that doesn't come across as me just being a bit, it's so easy to do, because I'm really not want to come across like that. But yeah, I am just looking over there because Molly just keeps wandering, and I have a feeling there's going to be some mad goat. She'll absolutely cack her pants. But yeah, guys, even if you want to message me, message anyone, and it's just talk to someone and get out in the fresh air and live in the moment, definitely.
Lordy, it's even windier going down this way. This is where I usually end up falling going down. Where's Molly gone? Oh, she's there. Come on, Mal. Oh, anyway, on the descent. She's just loving it here. Look at her. She just doesn't care. I'm nearly back at the car. I think, my nose is running and everything. It's actually the rain coming off my hat. I think just what I am going to point out is, if I didn't know this walk really well, go on Molly, in these conditions, there's no way I'd have attempted it. So I don't want anybody who's watching it and thinking, oh, that's dangerous, why has she done that? Because, like I said previously, I do know this walk really, really well. I know that I can't go wrong. I know it's a relatively safe walk, apart from, yeah, the weather's bad, but you just be careful when you're on the summit and it's blowing like it was. Keep low, that's what I say. But yeah, anyway, if anyone is in the area, strongly recommend doing it. It is a fab walk, and you can spend all day here and do all three of the peaks as well. Definitely get up and see that the Iron Age fort on the far peak, because that's really interesting. And I will probably in a few weeks or whenever get up there myself, and I'll do a little video of it so you can see what it's like. But you do need a roughly a day for that one, because there is so much to see when you're up there. Anyway, back to the car. Back in the car park. A few more cars. Just a few. But I think it now is a case of to the caravan, in the shower, absolutely freezing. I don't think it helped taking my proper thick, supposedly waterproof, they weren't waterproof, they were showerproof, and now I am literally just walking in the proper waterproof trousers that you actually meant to put over your other ones. So they're kind of sticking to me, it doesn't feel very nice. So I'm glad to get them off, and I was actually considering taking them off and just driving back without any trousers on, but I better not in case anything happens. So yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed the walk. It's been invigorating, shall we say, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.